Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video. And in today's video, I have a Fortnite tips and tricks in which I'm gonna show you guys how you guys can win some more solos here in season 7. And as well, one quick update: I just unlocked my supporter creator code. That's just something I had for a little bit. I never really even used it, but now since I know I have it for sure, I'm going to be using that a little bit more. So if you guys want to support me in the shop, all you need to do is go to the creator code section, press X, and then hit Young Humor. It's the exact same as my gamer tag. Just type that in the shop and you're good to go. And before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. If you guys want a chance to win some free V-Bucks, all you have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on my notifications, and leave a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And as well, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys add me on Snapchat. I am very active on there. I post a ton, so you definitely don't want to miss out. So make sure you guys add me on Snapchat. And alright guys, let's go to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks when it comes to winning solos here in Season 7. And for this gameplay here, it is a 16 kill solo match. And I was playing very aggressive in Tilted. I think I left Tilted with 8 or 9 kills. And I was playing really aggressive. I was rushing everything. People were blowing up every building with dynamite. So it was a very hectic start in the end game. I really shorted out a little bit because the last guy, I'm not even kidding, the last guy took me legit 4 minutes to find because he was camping in the cornfields. And I knew he was going to be somewhere, but the cornfields are really hard to destroy unless you have like some dynamite or you have some explosives. You can't really just shoot it out. So I was trying to find this guy for so long. He was just sitting in the cornfields like an absolute bot, but I ended up getting the kill on the guy and won the game with 16 kills. So for this gameplay here, I wanted to be commentating over my gameplay and breaking it down step by step and exactly what I did in each and individual gunfight that let me get 16 kills in this game and ultimately win the match. I would definitely say in the majority of my solo games, I almost always carry a grapple gun. I really love the grapple guns, and most of my loadout is a pump AR SMG. That's usually what I run, and I run in pretty much every single game's playgrounds, all that good stuff. So for this gameplay here, I did land in Tilted Towers, and when you're in Tilted Towers, you have to be really careful when you're out in the open, and being out in the open could be just being on top of your roof, because there's a bunch of other people in Tilted Towers that are going to be looking, because as soon as they hear gunfights, they're going to be rushing it, planes coming in, dynamite everywhere. So it was getting really hectic over at this building over here, and I knew I had to get the kills quickly, because if I didn't get the kills quickly, I knew a bunch of other people were going to push me. That plane was going to come, and it was going to be very difficult for me to finish off the rest of Tilted. So with this player here, he's very low, so I'm playing as aggressive as I possibly can. This guy tried to grapple away, and I was able to get the finish on him. So here, there was a guy above me, so I'm boxing right here, fixing out my loadout, making sure I have my loadout correct. One thing that I made sure I was doing is I was making sure I knew where every player in Tilted was, or just had a very good idea, because I knew a guy was above me, but at the same time I knew there was going to be a guy near Trump Tower. So when I came to the top of the building, I wanted to get the kill as quickly as possible, or at least be in a good position to where I have this player in between me and the rest of Tilted. And that's another good tip, and an underused tip by a lot of players that I think a lot of you guys are messing up on, is one thing I do is I avoid myself from getting pinched, because if there was a guy in the middle building or anywhere in the middle, what I would want to do is I want to put myself on the opposite side of that. So basically the guy that I'm shooting would be in the middle, because as soon as I put myself in between that player and the guy in the middle who could possibly be shooting at me, that is a dangerous situation because I could get pinched very easily. So avoid getting pinched by using just that simple tip, just making sure you have good enough position where you always put yourself in between that player and another player. You don't want to be putting yourself in between two players at the exact same time. Whenever you don't know where players are in a solo game, duo games, or even a squad games, a really good tip you can do is just go to the top of the buildings, and once you're at the top of these buildings, where it could be in Trump or Umbrella, I like Umbrella a lot because you can really see the entire Tilted. You can see where everyone's out from here except for Pawn Shop and Tilted. So being on top of Umbrella, you can see where everybody's at, where everything's going on, and you have to be careful because the dynamite added into the game, they can break this down pretty easily. They only need 3 dynamite to break this building down, so you have to be careful with that there. Here in the situation, I was getting a little bit kill hungry. I would never recommend this because you guys can see how wide open I am in the middle, because I can get shot from any team at any moment, and if I get shot down, more than likely I'm going to take a ton of fall damage, or I could even die to fall damage. So I was playing a little bit kill hungry, and I missed that wide open pump shot right there, almost screwed me over. So I got the kill on this guy, and this guy was fighting another player, which was a Black Knight. So I was chasing this guy around a little bit. He was trying to shoot me down. Eventually he ran into this building. One good tip for you guys when it comes to fighting hiding players on console is when people are edited like that. So he was hide behind his stairs, what they edit out. When it comes to editing on console, it's very difficult if you're already in the edit. When someone breaks your structure, sometimes it could glitch out, or they might accidentally switch to the wrong gun, pull their pickaxe out. So if you ever see someone holding an edit, that could be a wall, it could be a stair. So if you ever see someone holding an edit and you're right there, my best tip I can give you guys is don't wait for them to edit on you. What I would do instead is just immediately push the wall, spray the wall out, because as soon as you spray it and push them, they're going to be completely confused on why you pushed them. And on top of that, they can screw themselves up, because if they're in their edit, it could glitch out, it could lag a little bit. I've had those issues. So when I go for edit plays, I have to make sure that I do it quickly, because if I don't, there is a pretty good chance I'm going to get sprayed to death by a guy with an SMG or a SCAR. Another tip I can give you guys when it comes to solo matches is you want to stay in planes as much as possible, because when you're in planes, you can go anywhere on the map very quickly. And a good tip when it comes to the planes, if you don't want to get shot out by the planes almost never, stay as high as you possibly can. There's a limit to how high you can go with the plane. You want to stay as high as you possibly can, and you're pretty much, I would say, guaranteed 99% of the time you're not going to get shot out, because if your plane's all the way up in the air, it's going to be very difficult for other players to shoot it out. And so once you're all the way up in the air, you're rarely ever going to get shot out, and if someone tries to shoot at you, they're not going to be able to do that much of damage. So staying as high as you possibly can with the plane is really going to save you a ton. So this guy, I was just trying to knock him out there. I was initially going to go for that 20 kill game because I had 9 other people left and I had 12 kills, so I could have gotten the 20 this game, but I rammed that guy's plane and he ended up dying to fall damage. For some reason his parachute didn't come out. I don't know if it glitched or what the case may be, but this guy died of fall damage. So at that point I knew I wasn't going to get that 20 bomb, but I still was going to have a very high kill game. When I go for kills or when I go for plays with the plane, I try to do as much damage as I possibly can. So I'll try to get a few shots on him, or even I'll try to get a ram on him like I did on that guy. I hit him for 43, and on top of that, I flung him off of the hill, and he died of fall damage. So what I do is I ram people with the plane. I'll try to get a few tags on them, ram them over, and if I can get a little bit of damage, that's all I need. Maybe like 40, 50, or even 60 plus damage is all I need. And as soon as I get that damage, I'll jump out of my plane. And when I jump out of my plane, a lot of players, a lot of inexperienced players are going to be looking right up at your plane because they don't even realize that you jumped out because they're not going to hear your glider. Here, I seen a build fight, and I didn't really know if anybody was going to be over here, but I had a pretty good idea, so I came running right through, and right before I go through, I used my boost. I also got a tag on him with my plane. I hit him for a good amount of damage, so I came around again, and I hit this guy once again, and was able to get the kill on him, which was a really petty kill with the plane, because this guy was trying to heal up. He just got out of a fight, so he was trying to get off his heals, and I just sent him right back to the loading screen after I rammed him with the plane. So at this point, it is a 1v1 situation. So at this point, I have to be very careful. I can play it in a few different ways when it comes to fighting that last team or fighting those last teams. When you're in the plane, you want to stay as high as possible, but at this point, I was just kind of messing around. I wasn't really trying to play too hard, because sometimes when I really want to go for the win, I'll play really sweaty, and I pretty much won't give this guy a chance at all. I may go to the zone, I'll build up a 1x1, but typically I'm a very aggressive player, and I really don't take this game way too seriously. So I'll kind of just fly around, figure out where the guy is, jump around a little bit, and so I'm building around, and I'm gonna find this guy. Is the reason why it took me so long to find this guy is he was camping in a cornfield. So I was just building around. At this point, I didn't see him yet. I was kind of just looking around, and that's one thing I would do when it comes to those late game fights. I wouldn't play too aggressive. I would try to play very smart, and I wouldn't try to run in the open too much until you know where that player is at. Because if you're running through the open, there's a pretty good chance that player can laser you at any moment, drain off all of your health, and you can choke the game just by getting lasered or just by playing really careless. So always try to play a little bit careful in the end game when you don't know where the players are. But as soon as you know where the players are, then you know what you can expect and you know where that guy's going to be. Always making sure to rotate early is going to save you a ton, and that's one thing I did here. Is I was chasing this guy for a little bit, but he went into the house, and when he comes to the houses and players like that, he could trap kill me, he could be camping behind a wall with a pump. So it's just not something that it's definitely not something that I wanted to push. So my decision was just rotate to the zone early, build myself up a little bit. I was going to eat a few apples, get as much health as possible. So I'm popping my apples, and at this point I'm at 100 HP. The circle's coming in, so I know this guy has to come out of the house. So I'm building up a little bit, give myself a little bit extra support, and from that angle it's going to be very hard for this guy to shoot me out. So this guy uses the launch pad, and while he's in there, I drain this guy. He had 150 health, just completely drained him of everything that he had, and finished him off with a headshot. And with that being said, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this video helped you guys in any sort of way. And if you could, drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on my notifications so you're notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I will see you in the next video.